The security guard angrily pushes the lady and says, "Get out of here." The lady politely replies, "Brother, I didn't come here to sell anything. I'm here looking for someone." From the front, Max's girlfriend, Linda, points her finger and says, "Hey, look, isn't that your ex-wife?" Max says, "Come on, let's go check it out." The security guard says, "Looking for someone? Who? Do you even belong here? Just look at yourself. You look like some village woman. Leave right now." Ting Ting calmly says again, "Brother, I'm really here to find someone. His name is Max. He lives on the 15th floor of this building." The security guard says, "Are you kidding me? He's such a big man. Why would he call someone like you? Get lost." He pushes her again. Just then, Max shows up and says, "What's going on here?" The security guard quickly says, "Boss, this village woman came here and is making trouble." Max, getting angry, says, "Why are you insulting her by calling her a village woman? Aren't you one yourself? And listen carefully, she's my ex-wife. She came here to see me." The security guard, nervous and panicking, says, "I didn't know, sir. My mistake. I have some work. I'll leave now." Max turns to his ex-wife and says, "What are you doing downstairs at my building?" Ting Ting, a bit scared, says, "I just want to start a small business." Linda then says to Max, "Can't you see? She's just here to ask you for money." Ting Ting quickly says, "I just want to start a small business. $10,000 would be enough." Max replies in a firm tone, "I can give you the money, but not for free." Linda agrees and says, "All right, I'll give her a written agreement." She takes out a paper from her bag and hands it to Max. Max looks at the agreement carefully. Just then, a little girl says, "Daddy, can you please lend Mom the money?" Hearing that, Max says to Ting Ting, "For our daughter's sake, I'll lend you the money, but only for 1 year. After 1 year, you must return it with interest." Ting Ting politely says, "All right, I promise I'll return it with interest after 1 year." Max says, "As it happens, I have $10,000 on my card. Remember, pay it back within a year. Here, take it." Ting Ting quietly takes the card. Max then says to Linda, "Let's go home." A few days later, Ting Ting and Linda run into each other again. Seeing her, Linda says, "What are you doing here?" Ting Ting politely replies, "I heard your company's been having some issues." Linda snaps angrily, "What's it to you? You came here to laugh at me, didn't you?" Ting Ting calmly says, "No, I came to return the money. Here, take $20,000. $10,000 is your profit." Linda looks at the money happily, counting it with a smile. Suddenly, Max walks in and asks, "Who were you just talking to?" Linda, startled, says, "No one." Max gently asks, "Sweetheart, why did you take out so much cash?" Linda replies, "Oh, it's for a new handbag I was planning to buy. By the way, you should go to Ting Ting's place and get your money back." She leaves in a hurry. A little while later, Max arrives at Ting Ting's home. Ting Ting, surprised, says, "What are you doing here? What's that in your hand?" Max, nervous, hides the paper behind his back and says, "Nothing." Turns to leave. Suddenly, Linda storms in, pushes him and shouts, "What did I tell you? Go get our money back. Why are you returning empty-handed?" Ting Ting, shocked, says, "Money? What money? I already gave it to you." Linda arrogantly says, "Oh, so now the village woman's learned to play smart too. Show me the agreement and give our money back." Ting Ting picks up the agreement, rips it apart and says, "Wait 1 minute. I'll call the police right now. They'll investigate and the truth will come out." Linda panics and says to Max, "See, she's threatening to call the police on me." Max ignores her and walks away angrily. So friends, how did you like today's story? Rate it out of 10 in the comments.